Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Prescott from the gun. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Brissett. Screen play, McKinnon. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Brissett. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett out left to Dotson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brissett now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brissett. Flushed out right. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brissett to throw on 1st. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Brissett. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott rolling to his left. There again is Cooks, complete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 4th down, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Escaping the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1st down, Brissett. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On third down, here's Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Tackle back at the 41-yard line.
Back now at FedEx Field. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He'll buy some time right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Brissett on first down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball in offense without timeouts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pollard going to try the right side. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Steps away. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.